Hey everybody, welcome back to the bunker. Rich Lang with Prep U. Hey, this is going to be another one of our concealed carry law updates, but we're going to switch it up just a little bit. This is actually our second one, and it is not about concealed carry laws. Actually, it's going to be about FOID laws. Kind of a few things that are happening out there in legal land that I thought y'all should be aware of. Illinois and New Jersey residents, pay particular close attention to this, and if you know anybody that doesn't look at these videos, get a hold of them, send this to them, let them know about it, because I'm going to read you some updates here. It's not all terrible news, okay? But Illinois, there is a House Bill 96, floor amendment number 1 of the Willis bill, and she is a Democrat out of, well, up north. Anyhow, her amendment to House Bill 96, Floor Amendment 1, changes the rules for FOID cards in the state of Illinois. Currently, you can go online, pay $10 plus a dollar fee for a third party, which is also being litigated. Get your FOID card online, shoot your own picture. It's good for 10 years, and that's it. That's not what this amendment to the Willis bill from one of our lovely Democrats. Let me explain to you what the changes are. The changes in your FOID bill would be you will now be fingerprinted for your FOID card, which could cost you anywhere from $50 to $100, just like your concealed carry license in the state of Illinois. You have to be fingerprinted. Also in this bill, you're going to pay for your own background check. State's not going to pay for it anymore. It could be $100 more or up. You have to apply in person to one of the 22 state police posts and fill out your application, bring in your fees, have your fingerprints either in hand or electronically sent there. Just so you know, somebody figured this out for us, that would be counting all the residents in Illinois that have FOID cards that would have to be renewed, and even new ones. That would be 87 people per day at each state police post. They don't have the parking, bathroom facilities, or the waiting room for any of this stuff, nor the manpower to do that. Then, all sales or transfers must be through an FFL. That means you can no longer go to the state police, and I don't know if you guys know this, but you can go to the website and you can get a form out of there where you just get the person's FOID card number, your FOID card number, send it into the state, and you're good. Not anymore. Now those transfers between neighbors, between relatives, between sons, daughters, will require to go through an FFL. Lovely, right? All right. This means you can no longer loan a firearm to a friend for hunting or recreational shooting. All right? Even if they have a FOID card, you cannot loan your firearm for any of that. And it goes from 10 years down the 5-year term. So not only are they going to increase in the money, but they're going to increase the time by half of when you have to do it again. So, like I said before, this is going to cost you up to $250 for your FOID every 5 years, as compared to $10 every 10 years. Please call your rep if you're in Illinois and talk to them about the Willis bill and get this thing taken care of. All right, but like I said, it's not all bad news. I don't know how many people you know the Illinois versus the Vivian Brown case. That was back in February 2018. It was a case where a woman was at home, kept I believe it was a single shot .22 rifle. I believe she had to use it for protection. And when they asked for her FOID card during the investigation, she didn't have a FOID card. And she had ammunition and she had a firearm. And they arrested her. She went to court, and the court case was, like I said, February 14th, 2018. Court upheld the need to have a FOID card to be unconstitutional. Get that again. The reason for a FOID card is unconstitutional. This is why it affects not only Illinois but New Jersey. New Jersey has the same laws, goes the same way. It was upheld on 16 October 2018. Under the motion to reconsider, it was upheld by the court, the Second Judiciary Circuit Court of White County in Illinois. It was found that requiring a person to have a FOID card to keep a firearm in their home in regards to the Second and 14th Amendment, unconstitutional. Basically, it was based on the statute's language, and this is what it comes down to, all right, as far as I can tell. It is impossible, because you have to keep that FOID with you at all times when you have your firearm with you, but they stated it is impossible to comply when a person is in their home, i.e. in possession of the FOID card 24 hours a day, every day when firearms or ammo are in the home, which would mean you'd have to sleep with it, bathe with it, do whatever with it. It has to be on you at all times, and it goes back to the language of the statute. Also, any persons that live in that home that don't have a FOID would be in violation of the FOID Act, just because they were in the home, because the ammunition and the firearm was in the home. And lastly, if you left that home and you were going to take, say, your pistols to the range, you had to have a FOID card, but if you left your rifles back in the home, you had to leave a FOID card back at home. Doesn't work, all right? And that's why they said it was unconstitutional, because of the way that it is needed. So, in regards to in the home, you do not need a FOID to possess a firearm or ammunition. That's what the court says. Currently, the state, of course, referred the case to the Illinois Supreme Court 11 November 2018 to get the lower court's decision overturned. There was an extension granted on 23 January 2019, and another one, the last one that they could, an extension on 12 March 2019. The brief will be due 26 April 2019. That's this month. So keep your eyes and ears open for that. If the state, which they will, lose, they only have one other choice, and that would be go to the U.S. Supreme Court. And very rarely does the U.S. Supreme Court hear any cases like this, because they leave it to the state, which is the way that it should be. It is not a federal law. So, the question that is brought up that I read by several legal experts, they stated this: in-home unconstitutional for protection. If it's unconstitutional to require a FOID card for protection in the home, how can it not be unconstitutional for protection outside the home? We'll see. We'll see if the court goes any further than just Illinois, and see if New Jersey jumps on that. I also said there was some other stuff going up. New York Supreme Court, for the first time in almost 10 years, is hearing a case. It borders around New York's transportation of firearms and the right to have a gun in public. They're looking at a decision October 20, 2020. So basically what they're saying is New York has two kinds of permits. There are carry permits and premise permits. Carry, you can carry, other than a few certain areas. But premise permits in the state of New York are to and from shooting ranges within the city limits or designated in-state hunting areas only. Which means outside the hunting areas, you cannot take a firearm outside the 5 boroughs. If you know New York at all, they're set up in boroughs. Mayor de Blasio has said, this would take away the rights for us to protect the people. Well, we don't need the government to protect us. We want to protect ourselves, basically what they're saying. What the court case is about is to get rid of the requirement for premise permits, and I believe they're also looking at trying to get to not might but shall in their language as far as carry permits. Also, kudos out to Effingham County, Illinois. They were the first county in the country to start the gun sanctuary county movement. All right, good old Effingham, Illinois. Know the area well. What they did is they have a gun sanctuary law that says that they're not going to follow the gun laws of the state of Illinois, and because they believe it's unconstitutional. Well, with them doing that, now in the state of Illinois, 26 of 102 counties in Illinois now have the same gun sanctuary county law. But of course, the same Democrat, Kathleen Willis from Addison, wants to stop that. 11 March 2019, she put in a law to make gun sanctuary unconstitutional. So that's something else to look for. This woman's a real winner, isn't she? But not only is it in Illinois, these county laws, or these county sanctuary gun laws, have spread to the state of Washington, where about half the counties have the same county laws, 8 counties in Oregon, and 25 counties in New Mexico. Other states that are looking at coming on board are California, New York, Iowa, and Idaho. And matter of fact, what they've done is they've built a coalition, people from Illinois, Washington, Oregon, and New Mexico, helping other counties throughout the country to enact these laws and make the federal government and the state governments that are anti-gun, anti-Second Amendment, make them keep their laws and tell them where they can put it. So, like I said, it's not all bad news out there. We're going to keep you posted with these, not only the CCL updates, but the FOID updates and constitutional laws and stuff like that that we have to suffer through. But anyhow, that's about it. Hey, if you like this, please subscribe, and please tell your friends to subscribe also, and show this video. Anybody that you know that has a FOID or a CCL or lives in New Jersey, let them know about this. A lot of people don't know about this law. So like I said, please subscribe. Please comment. If I missed something, please let me know. Touring America, I'm sure I missed something, so give me a holler. But also comment, because we love comments. So for now, always be aware of your surroundings. Be prepared to count on yourself for up to 72 hours, and prep like your life depends on it, because we all know that it really does. Thank you.